Hello viewers, welcome to TSAT. We are looking at TGPSC general essay. In that series, already we have seen certain essays, model essays in the context of social issues, social challenges, economic growth and justice, dynamics of Indian politics. ఆ టాపిక్స్లో మనం ఒక 2 మోడల్ ఎస్సేస్ తీసుకొని ఒక 6 సెషన్స్ చూసాము. ఈ సెషన్లో మనం డెవలప్మెంట్స్ ఆఫ్ సైన్స్ అండ్ టెక్నాలజీ అనే టాపిక్లో ఒక ఎస్సే చూద్దాం. నెక్స్ట్ సెషన్లో ఇంకొక ఎస్సే మోడల్ ఎస్సే చూద్దాము. సో ఈ ఓవరాల్ పర్స్పెక్టివ్ తీసుకుంటే డెవలప్మెంట్స్ ఇన్ సైన్స్ అండ్ టెక్నాలజీ అనే టాపిక్ తీసుకుంటే మనకి ఎలాంటి క్వశ్చన్స్ రావడానికి ఛాన్సెస్ ఉన్నాయి, పాసిబిలిటీస్ ఉన్నాయని ఫస్ట్ కొంచెం చూద్దాం. సో డెవలప్మెంట్స్ ఇన్ సైన్స్ అండ్ టెక్నాలజీ ఈజ్ అ టాపిక్ గివెన్ ఇన్ TGPSC సిలబస్. దీనిలో మనకి సైన్స్, డెవలప్మెంట్స్ ఇన్ సైన్స్ అండ్ టెక్నాలజీ ఈజ్ ద టాపిక్. దీనిలో ఎనీ క్వశ్చన్ క్యాన్ బి ఆస్క్డ్ అండర్ దిస్. మనం UPSC క్వశ్చన్స్ కనుక చూస్తే హౌ సైన్స్ అండ్ టెక్నాలజీ is a panacea for growth and security of nation అని ఒకసారి క్వశ్చన్ అడిగింది UPSC. సో ఈ క్వశ్చన్లో మనం అసలు సైన్స్ అండ్ టెక్నాలజీ అంటే ఏంటి, సైన్స్ అండ్ టెక్నాలజీ అనేది గ్రోత్కి ఎలా హెల్ప్ అవుతుంది, సైన్స్ అండ్ టెక్నాలజీ అలా సేమ్ సెక్యూరిటీ ఆఫ్ ద నేషన్కి ఎలా హెల్ప్ అవుతుంది. సో ఫస్ట్ ఆస్పెక్ట్ ఆఫ్ ద క్వశ్చన్లో, ఫస్ట్ ఆస్పెక్ట్ ఆఫ్ ది ఎస్సేలో మనం సైన్స్ అండ్ టెక్నాలజీ యొక్క రోల్ ఏంటి గ్రోత్లో అనేది డిస్కస్ చేయాలి. సెకండ్ ఆస్పెక్ట్లో సైన్స్ అండ్ టెక్నాలజీ యొక్క రోల్ ఏంటి సెక్యూరిటీ ఆస్పెక్ట్లో అనేది డిస్కస్ చేసి లాస్ట్లో ఆఫ్ కోర్స్ ఇట్ హెల్ప్స్, సైన్స్ అండ్ టెక్నాలజీ హెల్ప్స్ ఇన్ రిలేషన్ టు గ్రోత్ అండ్ సెక్యూరిటీ బట్ ఇట్ మే ఆల్సో హార్మ్ అని చెప్పి కంక్లూడ్ చేయాలి. సో ఇలానే ఇఫ్ యూ టేక్ సైన్స్ అండ్ టెక్నాలజీ స్పేస్ మీద అడగొచ్చు, స్పేస్ అండ్ ఇట్స్ యూటిలిటీ, డెవలప్మెంట్స్ ఇన్ స్పేస్ అండ్ ఇట్స్ యూటిలిటీ అండ్ బెనిఫిట్స్ ఫర్ ద హ్యుమానిటీ అడగొచ్చు. లేదు అంటే లేటెస్ట్ డెవలప్మెంట్స్ బయోటెక్నాలజీ, మనం ఒక మోడల్ ఎస్సే తీసుకుందాం నెక్స్ట్ సెషన్లో. బయోటెక్నాలజీ, హౌ ఇట్ కెన్ హెల్ప్ యూ ఇన్ రిగార్డ్ టు హెల్త్ అండ్ అగ్రికల్చర్ అనేది చూద్దాం. ఇన్ అ సిమిలర్ వే we will see or questions can be asked from say artificial intelligence, IT or new technologies like blockchain or additive manufacturing or sometimes referred to as 3D printing, or socio-economic survey, recent socio-economic survey or ICT policy load, twins, IT twins అనే ఒక కాన్సెప్ట్ ఉంది, దాని మీద క్వశ్చన్ రావచ్చు. సో ఇలా మల్టిపుల్ థింగ్స్, బయోటెక్నాలజీ కావచ్చు, అడిటివ్ మ్యానుఫ్యాక్చరింగ్ కావచ్చు, బ్లాక్ చైన్ కావచ్చు, ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ కమ్యూనికేషన్ టెక్నాలజీ కావచ్చు, కంప్యూటర్, స్పేస్, AI ఎక్సెట్రా. సో ఈ ఆస్పెక్ట్స్లో డిఫరెంట్ క్వశ్చన్స్ రావడానికి ఛాన్సెస్ ఉన్నాయి, ప్రాబిలిటీ ఉంది. సో మీరు ఈ లేటెస్ట్ డెవలప్మెంట్స్ ఏంటి సైన్స్ అండ్ టెక్నాలజీలో, వాటి వల్ల మనకి గ్రోత్కి కానీ, సొసైటీకి కానీ, ఎకనామీకి కానీ, జాబ్ క్రియేషన్కి కానీ, ఎన్విరాన్మెంటల్కి కానీ, అగ్రికల్చర్కి కానీ, ఓవరాల్ డెవలప్మెంట్కి కానీ హౌ దే ఆర్ ఇంపాక్టింగ్, వెదర్ ఇట్ ఈస్ పాజిటివ్, నెగటివ్ అనే కాంటెక్స్లో అర్థం చేసుకోవడానికి ట్రై చేయండి. సో ఈ కాంటెక్స్లో మనం we will try and understand one aspect of this developments in science and technology, that is latest is your artificial intelligence. It is affecting every aspect of our lives. Everywhere you see the rise of AI and its applications in our everyday day-to-day lives. So our context lo I have taken one model essay. So this essay is asking examine cheyandi the potential of artificial intelligence in regard to disrupting traditional job markets and the role of reskilling and upskilling in preparing the workforce for the future. So first try to understand the question. In this context మనం ఈ క్వశ్చన్ అర్థం చేసుకోవడానికి ట్రై చేద్దాం. AI, వాట్ ఈస్ ద పొటెన్షియల్ ఆఫ్ AI అంటే మనం ఎక్స్పెక్ట్ చేస్తున్నాం, ఒక ఫ్యూచర్ ప్రిడిక్షన్ చేస్తున్నాం, దీనికి ఏఐకి ఎంత పొటెన్షియల్ ఉంది, వాట్ ఈస్ ద పొటెన్షియల్ ఆఫ్ AI టు డిస్రప్ట్ ద ట్రెడిషనల్ జాబ్ మార్కెట్. అసలు ట్రెడిషనల్ జాబ్ మార్కెట్ని డిస్టర్బ్ చేసే పొటెన్షియల్ ఉందా దీనికి ఏఐకి, టు వాట్ ఎక్స్టెంట్ ఇట్ కెన్ డెస్ట్రాయ్ ద ట్రెడిషనల్ మార్కెట్ అనేది ఫస్ట్ అర్థం చేసుకోవాలి. సో దాని గురించి మీరు యూ నీడ్ టు రైట్ అబౌట్ హౌ ఏఐ హ్యాస్ ది పొటెన్షియల్ టు change the traditional job market. And also first, after addressing this, you need to talk about how the reskilling and upskilling can prepare the workforce for future job roles. సో ఫస్ట్ ఆస్పెక్ట్లో మనం ఏం అర్థం చేసుకోవాలంటే వాట్ ఈస్ ద పొటెన్షియల్ ఆఫ్ ఏఐ, డస్ రియల్లీ ఏఐ హ్యాస్ ద potential to disrupt the traditional job market is the first aspect that you need to understand. And then if it is really going to disrupt the traditional job market, then how to use the concepts of reskilling and upskilling in preparing our workforce for the future job roles is the two aspects that you need to discuss in this essay. So first ardham cheskondi asalu AI ante. So in this, artificial intelligence is revolutionizing industries across the globe, offering vast opportunities while simultaneously raising concerns about its impact on traditional job markets. Yes, definitely AI is something which is creating new opportunities. It is changing the dynamics of how people are working. We see the use of ChatGPTs and other AI chatbots and use of virtual assistants, Siri and others, in regard to how they are helping the activities of human beings. Yes, it is helping, but it is at the same time, it is disturbing and even destroying to an extent the traditional job market. So e context lo, so try to understand and give this introduction. You can say I have used this wonderful quote by, it's an anonymous quote, AI will not take your job, but someone who knows AI will definitely take your job. So it is not that AI is going to disrupt the traditional job markets. This disruption of job markets is a continuing process. It has been happening since times. This development is continuous, but the issue here is, it is not that AI will not take your job, but someone who knows how to use AI will take. So this is basically talking about the aspect of reskilling and upskilling. So first aspect of the essay is about talking about the potential, the possibility of AI in disrupting the traditional job market. Second aspect, you need to talk about how in this context we need to work towards reskilling, upskilling to ensure that our workforce remains relevant, remains resilient to the future shocks to the workforce. So in that context, let us try to understand this essay. In this essay, we will examine AI's potential to disrupt traditional job markets and explore the critical role of reskilling and upskilling in preparing the workforce for the future. Okay. AI's disruption of traditional job markets. అసలు AI మీరు కొంచెం AI అంటే ఏంటో కూడా కొంచెం ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ చేయాల్సి వస్తుంది. సో అది కొంచెం ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ చేయండి AI. And then what is the potential of this in regard to disrupting traditional markets? Ekkada traditional job markets, where are the possibilities that AI can disrupt the traditional markets? Is it the case that AI will completely replace workforce, or is it the case if this is the workforce which you can classify into certain dimensions, certain areas? Which are the possible areas where AI has the potential to disrupt? Can AI disrupt a creative field? Can AI disrupt a field where complex problem solving is involved? Can AI disrupt where cognitive skills are involved? Can AI disrupt an area where application of emotional intelligence is involved? Or AI has this potential to disrupt any specific areas, for example, repetitive, routine. So it is not the case that AI will completely replace all areas of job markets. It is only the case where AI has higher potential to disrupt certain jobs, like which are repetitive, which are routine works. These kind of jobs has the potential to be replaced by AI. So for example, we'll see AI's disruption of traditional job markets, in that automation and job losses in routine work. For example, you see manufacturing is there, manufacturing has certain routine works to be done. In that, definitely AI can disrupt this market. And if you take, say, retail sector, if you take service sectors, you take certain aspects of healthcare, certain aspects of even traditional coding. Okay, in these certain traditional areas, definitely AI is going to disrupt the job market. For example, you take healthcare. In healthcare, in the future, diagnostics, you don't need people for diagnostics services. Just AI based machine, whether it is diagnostics of your eyes or in regard to your blood. The AI based machines will, if you just give a drop of blood or small amount of blood, AI based machine will completely diagnose. It will diagnose your blood and come out with a complete report of the future potential issues that you are facing, and also even the potential challenges or the health issues that you will face in the future can be given by AI based machine. In the same way, just AI based goggles, just if you put them, they will completely take image of your eyes and give you a data, give you a understanding of what are the potential issues that you are facing and the possible future issues that you may face. Because what happens in AI is that it will have millions of data with it. It will have millions of images of eyes with it. For example, if we discuss about eye diagnosis with AI based machine, it will have millions of data in regard to different images of eyes and what is the potential disease or the issue that it is facing. The moment it takes the image of your eye, what happens is the next moment it will compare the image of your eye with the data that it has, and it will see where the image of your eye is matching. It will select the group of images where your image of eye is matching, and it will understand what are the problems with the image that it has in its data and the possible problem you may also face. Like this, it will come out with diagnosis in regard to eyes, blood, etc. So definitely routine automated job loss is an area where AI can replace the workforce. And if you see, there is a McKinsey report wherein it has said that around 400 million workers could be replaced around, as per the McKinsey report. So I told you in my earlier sessions that just by informing the reader that AI has the potential to replace the job will not give you marks. You should back your claim by certain data provided by authentic agencies. McKinsey is a agency where you can use, according to report by McKinsey Global Institute, 400 million workforce or 15% of global workforce could be displaced by automation by 2030. In the next few years, this report was given 3-4 years back. So by 2030, it is expecting that 15% of the total workforce or 400 million of people could be replaced by the AI. That is the potential. So in the question the question is asking, what is the potential or the possibility or the probability of AI in regard to disrupting the traditional job market? In that, we are giving it a figure by a reputed agency, reputed institution, that is McKinsey. We are saying that McKinsey has said that there is a future possibility that by 2030 there is a potential that AI will replace around 15% of global workforce, or 400 million jobs could be replaced by the AI. So this is one point that you need to mention. Then you also need to talk about how India's manufacturing has adopted this robotic process automation. This is a process where you don't need people. Automation will come, robotics will come. Robotics with the help of AI will completely is being adopted in Indian manufacturing process. You need to talk about this robotic process automation, how this has replaced certain jobs in the Indian manufacturing sector. So this is also an important point you need to write. Also, in traditional banking sector, earlier we used to talk with the people, chat with the people in regard to our issues that we face in the banking sector. Now mostly we don't talk to the people outside. Other side, they are not the people, they are AI based chatbots, AI based virtual assistants will be there. If you have an issue, they will ask what is your issue, and eventually if it cannot address on its own, then only it will connect to a person. If it is a regular issue, AI chatbots, AI virtual assistants will guide you in your issue. It's a regular repetitive issue that everyone is facing, then you don't need a person to help you. AI chatbots will help you in the process of addressing the problem that you are facing in the banking sector. However, if it is a complicated issue, then only they will connect you to an actual person. So how AI is replacing virtual assistants? For example, you can even say, here we are saying the logistics, manufacturing, and even regular labor is also being replaced. Labor, you see how AI based machines, floor cleaning machines have replaced. You just put some water into that AI based robotics, it will understand the dimensions of your house and it will automatically clean as per the timing. So that is also an aspect of replacing the labor. Shift in skill requirements across industry. See, industries, they are replacing the traditional repetitive routine works, and there is now shift skills, routine skills are being replaced by enhanced skills. So the requirement of skills have changed. Now they don't need people in your routine and repetitive jobs. They need people with higher level of skills. So that is also possible. That is also the reason why AI could replace this traditional routine jobs. For example, new skills could be for critical problem solving, cognitive skills, or emotional intelligence based skills need to be upgraded. So you are basically looking at what are the improved levels or changing skill requirements in different industries. AI is taking low skill jobs, repetitive tasks, and demand for new skill sets are on the rise. Industries are looking for new skill sets. So you see, complex problem solving, emotional intelligence, creativity, those areas where creativity is still relevant, these jobs cannot be replaced. So new skill sets are being demanded from the workforce. So that is one aspect of change. So World Economic Forum has said in its report that around AI will replace around 85 million jobs, but at the same time AI can also give you or create 96 million jobs. So as per your earlier we have talked about McKinsey report, by 2030 what is going to happen, but this is World Economic Forum is telling that AI can possibly replace 85 million jobs, but at the same time AI has the potential even to create 96 million new jobs. So you need to talk about this aspect. Then AI is also assisting doctors, as just now we have seen, with the diagnosis and treatment plans, but need to see, yes, AI is replacing certain low level jobs, but at the same time already I told you that AI based machines will give you report, diagnosis report will be given, but AI will not help you in doing that operation. Someone has to read, a doctor, a physical doctor has to read, and then he has to suggest what are the issues with the report. So there also of course it is replacing certain things, but still there's a relevance of certain people in the different fields. You need to talk about that. In education field also, in repetitive routine things, AI may replace certain roles in the education, but still mentors are needed in the process of learning. So that is also you need to talk. Disruption of traditional retail sector and services sector. Already we have seen traditional retail and services sector, how even ILO has come out with a report that it has a potential to replace around 50% of jobs in retail sector. So you need to talk about, see, in the question it is asked that what is the potential of AI in regard to disrupting the job market. Here in regard to that, we have talked about McKinsey report. It said that it has the potential to disrupt 15% of total workforce, that is around 400 million by 2030. Then we have seen how World Economic Forum has said that it has the potential to replace 85 million jobs, but at the same time World Economic Forum has come out with a positive aspect that it can also create new 95 million jobs. ILO, International Labour Organization, is also coming out and telling that traditional retail sector can, in that 50% of the jobs could be replaced by the AI. This is the potential that AI has in regard to disrupting your traditional job market. You need to talk about all these statistics. Also, AI is replacing labor. I told you manual labor, for example, cleaning, etc. You may have AI based machines, robotics has the potential to replace these things. Financial, legal services, for example, you need a legal advice, upload your documents, make AI read your documents. AI will give you basic advice in regard to legal services. So even in legal services, financial services, agriculture, manual labor, etc., the traditional jobs could be replaced by now. So drones are being brought in. So these are the possible areas where AI can replace jobs. We'll see some other role of reskilling. Okay, these are some of the areas where the AI has a potential to disrupt. Let's see the second aspect of the question, that is how can reskilling and upskilling in workforce preparation can help prepare or the role of reskilling and upskilling in workforce preparation. Now already we have seen that AI has the potential to address the problem, but let us see how reskilling and upskilling can help us. So let's see what is this. Reskilling is giving new skills to people. Upskilling is about enhancing the existing skills. Understand the difference between reskilling and upskilling. Reskilling is providing new skills, whereas upskilling is enhancing the new skills. With technology changing, you need to upskill yourself in regard to applying this new technology. So this is upskilling and reskilling. Definitely we have seen how AI has a potential, but this solution of reskilling and upskilling can help us in addressing the problem. So in regard to that, how to reskill and upskill, we have to make our workforce future proof, that is to continuous. Next point, if you see, there's this governments have to come together, educational institutions have to come together, even the private entities have to come together. All government, educational institutions, private institutions, everyone has to come together to make our workforce future proof, future ready by reskilling and upskilling. In this aspect, NOSCOM is also in putting or creating initiative to upskill its IT workforce. Indian government has in its National Skill India mission, it is focusing on reskilling the population. And if you see, this idea is an important aspect in regard to reskilling and upskilling. Traditional education system, we thought that if we get educated and get a degree, then that degree will help you in regard to serving you or helping you all through your life. But that idea has to be changed. Now your traditional degrees are not going to help you. Now there's a new aspect, that is learning has to become lifelong. Learning is going to be a lifelong pursuit. At every stage you need to learn. Technology is going to upgrade, technology is going to change, AI is going to disrupt things in the future. So how to make yourself, now the traditional idea of education has to be replaced with a new idea, that is learning is a lifelong pursuit. You have to imbibe this idea that learning never ends. Learning is a continuous aspect. Even you can quote a Gandhi's quote here, that learn as if you have to learn as if you have to live, you will never die. So that is what Gandhi has said, that you assume that you will never die and keep learning. That is a lifelong learning. So you can use that quote. And then also you can talk about this online platforms like Coursera. There is one digital thing, Coursera, which will help you in this process of lifelong learning. You can use that Coursera as an example in the process of lifelong learning. So industry-led initiatives like even Google and other TCS, Amazon, Google, TCS are putting significant amount of money in regard to reskilling their workforce. So you need to talk about industry-led initiatives, like for example TCS is also investing, Amazon is investing. You need to talk about all these government industry-led initiatives, government policies in regard to public-private partnerships. In regard to Telangana government, you need to talk about the recent skill university that the recent government is talking about, bringing skill university. in IT corridor to help people get ready to the future job prospect. So you need to talk about that also in this aspect. So this is all about your reskilling and upskilling. When you reskill, when you keep yourself upskilling at every stage of your life, then you will be continuously relevant to the job market. If not, you will become defunct and useless in this job market. So yes, AI is going to create a disruption. AI has the potential to disrupt the traditional job markets, but at the same time, the solution for that is reskilling and upskilling. When you continuously reskill and upskill yourself, then you will continue to be relevant in the job market. So that is the solution for the problem of AI. In that context, understand this. You also talk about German dual education system. This is a government-based initiative. So what are the challenges in this? Challenges is the digital divide is a major challenge, where poor, marginal sections, vulnerable sections may not get access to these things, reskilling, upskilling, access to new developments in AI. So that is the major challenge. Already they are poor, vulnerable, marginalized. Now market is changing fast. So you have to address this digital divide and ensure that even they are part of your reskilling and upskilling. That you need to talk. Then creating inclusive reskilling program, continue to that. And then conclusion. So remember that quote that I've just said, that AI will not take the jobs. It is the person who uses AI may take your job. This is one important quote you can remember. And also Satya Nadella has also given one quote that we need to understand what are the unique skill sets that human beings have, which cannot be replaced by AI. These unique skill sets have to be identified, and we need to train the human beings in that unique skill sets. Then only human beings will continue to be relevant to the job markets. So in that context, try to understand this is a very important area where you can expect a question in the recent developments of science and technology. So students, AI and its potential to disrupt the traditional job markets, and what is the use of reskilling and upskilling in addressing this problem. So thank you. We will see in the next session, we'll see and try to look at the new issue in the science and development. Thank you.